Yasuos that I see daily.
SBTC are going to prioritize Renekton because that champion actually has a good win rate
Yes,
and has
sir.
been one of the few dominant
I think he's
Baron
close to
laners.
100% pickback. Not
Yes,
quite, but
close.
Yeah.
And it's something like a 58% win rate or something like that. And it's one of those few that actually has been consistently up. In this game, however, we actually see stuff like the Riven and Camille still available.
Yeah, let's break this down really quickly. Renekton, he's gonna try to be a shield here in the Baron lane for SBTC, but this TF first pick, that should strike concern, that should strike fear into your heart, because what are you gonna pair it with? A strong Baron lane pick like Camille that can take over the game, that can play split push, that can play side lanes, and Yunaro, once again, the burden is on him. Can you withstand the onslaught? Can you withstand the aggression in your lane?
So it's important how this Baron lane matchup is going to go, but at the same time, let's take a look back towards SBTC because they have loved to play stuff like this Diana.
Yes.
And with the Ziggs being removed, do you feel like they have to prioritize things like the Kai'Sa, like the Xayah, stuff that can hyper carry, or is it enough to go for something that has more wave clear and just play safe?
Well, that's the thing, right? I think for both of these teams, both of those are very viable options, and they don't really matter as much. To be perfectly honest, it's not that important. If you can't snatch the Ziggs, you can't snatch the Senna, you don't care as much. What do you want? I want Riven. I want Diana to counter Twisted Fate. I want Camille into Renekton. You want all these bruiser picks, and that has been the team of the tournament so far. Better bruiser wins.
Well, we've seen Orianna as a counter for Twisted Fate. How does the Diana kind of fit in that space?
I think if you call back to the KT Roaster series where they were playing against SBTC, that tells you basically all you need to know. Twisted Fate, he's going to be trying to pot to his team, to push out the waves, while Diana, she's going to be lurking in every little push. She's going to be trying to get on you, trade on you, give you a hard time when you're trying to push, when you're trying to move. And that's the nature of the matchup here. One's trying to kill you, one's trying to leave the lane, get out of the dodge.
Well, Braum comes in for
Braum is
Tribe.
great here.
That is going to be a nice pickup. And pairing that with something like the Graves would be nice. Instead, they go for the Olaf. Quite a Tribe gaming signature pick.
Yeah, as a SBTC fan, as a SEA fan, I'm a little bit concerned right now. This Braum Olaf pick does so well into everything SBTC have shown already. You want to dive into an Olaf and a Braum, you're not going to have a good time. I do like the adaptation for Kiro. Swapping to the Ezreal Janna here is going to do a pretty good job at shutting down dive attempts, and you're going to be bullying your lane. Whatever you pair for Braum here, Ezreal Janna are going to have an okay timing to that, unless it's something like a Lucian. Varus is still fine, because you can play from range. Might get poked out a bit, but double range into one melee bot lane is always going to go the double range favor.
And Tribe Gaming look like they have a lot of pickoff. They have the opportunity to take it down SBTC in these choke points if they manage to find them isolated and caught off alone. But SBTC, I mean, looking at this team fighting, I just love seeing what we have in store for us, especially when I see that Riven piloted by TF here.
Yes,
Potentially,
yes.
I am so excited to see how this plays out.
Key points to look out for: TF here on this Riven, Julie here on this Diana. They're going to be the playmakers, they're going to be the stars, and that fits the identity which SBTC want to be playing around. So that's great stuff from them. On the other hand, though, I want to call back to the last game. Level 1 invade from Team Secret. This time around, Tribe Gaming, they're drafting themselves Braum, Twisted Fate, and Olaf. If that doesn't scream level 1 invade, I don't know what does.
SBTC, they better watch their backs. They better watch where they're going because Tribe Gaming, well, backs against the wall, both these teams need this win, and they'll do anything to get it, Omo. It might be a 5-man invade, it might be a 5-man gank, whatever needs to be done. And we've seen the North American region, they'll play 5-man mid any day. It's ARAM all day.
That's why they call it the NARAM, Grandin. Things don't change.
Things don't change. Let's see how things will play out. We've touched so much in SBTC. The fact that TF and Julie are prime playmakers. What's going to happen for Tribe Gaming? Is it going to come down to the Twisted Fate, or are we going to see more action from this Camille?
A lot of pressure going to be on T-Tigers, and I think that is what you won. If you're Tribe Gaming, you won the pace of the game.
So neither of those two options I gave you. You pick a third one.
I'm sorry, man. This is why I'm the color caster. T-Tigers, he's going to be leading the pace of the game, and everyone else on his team is going to be marching to the beat of his drums. Twisted Fate coming to stun people for you. Braum coming to mark people for you, and it's going to be, ideally, for Tribe Gaming, the Olaf show.
So get that Olaf up to a point of power where he's going to be able to impact things and change the pace of this game.
A little more than that, hopefully. Hopefully he gets to 1v9 this game.
Really? Were we really expecting that much from Tribe Gaming?
The goal.
Is that
That's
what
the goal for
do?
Olaf? That's what the Olaf wants to do. I can tell you right now, if I'm playing Olaf in this game, I'm saying, you guys just play for me, just be my dogs, I will carry you.
I feel like that's something like you might be a little Cruella in you.
I just wish I have 100 Dalmatians, but I only have 4. That's what T-Tigers is thinking right now.
Making sure your teammates are going to be there to empower you, making sure that you have every one of your team there to back you up, support you. Because both these guys, well, SBTC not only have not been able to find a series, haven't been able to find a game
Yeah,
yet.
that's honestly disappointing. But hold that thought.
Oh,
What are we
and
seeing
in
right
rap,
now?
let's go! Go kart on to Julie! And that's the North American special,
Yeah,
Tribe Gaming with First Blood.
I don't know what to tell you here. It's beyond obvious what's going to happen at level 1, and Julie walks right into it. That just should never happen.
Surely, no, SBTC were telling themselves there's no way this was going to happen, and yet it absolutely did. So that's a strong start for Tribe Gaming. Goes over to starting. It doesn't exactly go over to T-Tigers, but I think he's going to be happy with that either way.
You're going to be happy with that because that secures you a good roam timing. With your Rod of Ages, you're likely going to recall with Destiny at level 5, come back to lane somewhere around 3:15, 3:30, and you're going to be looking to make a play then. Now, keep that in mind. 2 minutes from now, 3 minutes from now, I'm going to either look like a genius or an idiot.
Okay, well, so far, I think Trump is doing an amazing job against Gennaro. Being able to shove out the Renekton early on, I think that's just a bad sign to begin to start the game with. Surely could go a different way, but with that being said though, I am still looking forward to see this Renekton pop up. He needs to have that captain's performance.
Now, Grandin, I don't want to bring back any bad flashbacks here, any bad memories, traumatic memories. But the last time you never played this matchup, you got solo killed at level 4 by Hotel. Hopefully we don't see a repeat of that.
Oh, looks like a gang from T-Tigers. Then look at the top side. Yunaro's going to flash away preemptively. Gets the safety, but Tribe don't have to commit much for it at all.
Look, I can tell you for a fact that hold that thought. You're going to see a scum for this.
I think Tribe Gaming, they're looking for this, especially because TF, he's going to get caught by the gold card. That's damage coming through from T-Tigers as it dashes away the fella from TF, gets him back on the turn, but Julie has to commit his flash as well to find a wild card, and Tribe Gaming with a 2-0 start.
I don't know what to tell you right now. SBTC, they just look desynced. It looks like things
Tell me we have a chance, Omo.
We do. We, the SEA region, standing behind SBTC, do have a chance. I can tell you it's not looking great, though.
But yet, Tribe Gaming have come in here really swinging strategies that seem a little bit obvious. We kind of called it that to begin with, and yet SBTC...
Maybe it's because we're really smart. Yeah, which is really, really smart.
I don't want to discredit SBTC to that extent, though, but let's talk a little bit about that. You know, the fact that Tribe Gaming were able to get away with that, usually we see that punished. How now can SBTC try to punish the aggression and the moves that Tribe Gaming are making?
It's the Kiro show. That's all I can tell you right now. You're going to have a very hard time for both Rock as well as how the game is played out in the early stages. 0-2 here for Julie. TF behind in goes to an Olaf. That's never a situation you want to be in. Gennaro running his flash in this matchup yet again. It's all down to Kiro.
And so friendship with Julie and Gennaro terminated. Are we now? Is Kiro now your best friend?
Has always been my best friend.
Always been your best friend.
Popped off. I'm not a snake or anything. I'm not abandoning my friends. I think Julie here on this Diana, there's still a very big potential for him to find the back line if he gets a good flank on and to shut down Starting in the side lane later on. That's the things we're going to be looking for. And what's that timing window right now? 3 minutes in game, 30 seconds earlier than I expected. Look at where Starting opened on the map. Base roller, run straight to the top lane, looks for an opportunity. Doesn't find anything? It's okay. We back off. Chuck his way. I have a timing window in the next 15 seconds, 20 seconds to make a play. Pick anyone off now. That'll definitely.
But importantly, Julie misses the chance to go and catch the wave, to shove out the wave because he's had to go and kind of match starting, make sure that he isn't able to get that gang up towards the top side. And you talk about timing windows, well, your neutral objectives spawning up in about half a minute. This means these teams are going to have to start prioritizing either the Rift Child or the Dragon. And with it being a Cloud Drake, I think it's kind of obvious which side they're going to go.
Brandon, I'm going to be honest with you, though. Both teams want this Rift Herald, but Tribe Gaming, they have to pick up the litter here. Anything that they want to take the world is their oyster. Anywhere the T-Tigers goes, SBTC have to leave. It's that simple.
Well, they're playing towards that side. You see Tribe Gaming also getting some control towards the mid lane, and it's pretty obvious, like you mentioned, what's going to happen, what the case is going to be. TF doing the best that he can to zone out and get some control around the river.
Well, you know SBTC, they love to prove me wrong. I say they can't contest T-Tigers, and somehow they force them out of the river. I don't really know what's going on here.
Looks like Tribe don't want to push their luck here.
He wants to buy the Death Dance first, so they're in no rush to make a play. They're saying, let me get your power spike, Olaf. We'll play around you. When you feel ready to go, just let us know, and we will run it down.
Well, the handshake exchanges.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Max Green's stubbornness spell charges, by the way. I love always seeing that. I think this is the first time we've been capturing this game, so this is the first chance that we really get to mention this. But such an aggressive option.
It is. It really is a very aggressive option. It does two things. One, you don't really need the flash as a bomb in the context of the you should always be the aggressor, never the one on the reacting side, the reactive side. So you never need flash to escape, and you want to be aggressive, just jump on top of your Olaf. It's that simple. Rift Herald here is going to be pretty nice for SBTC.
Really towards the Baron lane, that's popping his redemption, making sure that we get this first turret they have. This could be the Rift Herald as well, but just missing him not commit for this. The other side of the match looking for a fight as well, looking to take down Julie, who's dived back in, a couple ball, dives, but finds away. He gets out, and starting not able to finish off the kill. He's gonna pop behind him.
Oh my!
Undertow comes across, and just playing in between the wild cards on a nice edge starting, looking to get caught out. It's a Kiro show. He's here to clean things up. Barrier comes through, but the final out of that cannot be stopped, no matter how many gold cards you have.
I love that. It was very clean stuff from Julie. He dives back in on Olaf to try to pick up a kill there as well. Because Kirill, he gets the push, he comes down, saving Private Julie, he saves his mid laner, and finally SBTC, they are on the ball.
Surely he deserves a promotion after that performance.
Saving Cockroach Julie. Doesn't have the same ring to it.
Doesn't have the same ring to it, but either way, I'll take it. Julie holds his own there, and that's actually going to stifle Static's power. Now the gold gap has been diminished. This SBTC are now ahead in gold. Tribe Gaming with a very interesting move to push into the jungle, into the bottom side of the map here.
This is fine. We need T-Tigers to be the one leading the charge. Running it down on this Olaf.
I love this trade. SBTC say, I don't care about the Dragon Link tower, I'm going mid instead.
Yeah, this is really great stuff. They're funneling the resources where it should be. Chuck is going to be happy trading the turret for himself. It looks like SBTC, they don't get it.
Turret might be going down. Max Green holds his own glacial fissure as well as Chains Corruption come across, but Tribe Gaming won't be able to find a pickoff.
Slippery fingers? I don't really know what to tell you there. Tribe Gaming just come in, they miss all their skill shots, and they back off. Not the best case scenario for either one of these teams, but SBTC, I think they're happy with how this one is playing out. The only downside here is that Chuck is getting love so far.
And a bit of a problem for Unero, even at the start of this game, he's looking for this flank angle. Things are looking dicey. Tribe Gaming have all 5 in the mid lane once again. So it means SBTC are not willing to commit to this exchange.
I think that if this SBTC, if they were sitting at a scoreline of 2-0 instead of 0-2 right now, they would have died that turret. Confidence a bit lacking, decisiveness a bit lacking, that killer instinct that we love from SBTC, a little bit lacking here today. That's fine. Given the context of their tournament run so far, given the context of all the pressure that's weighing on them, completely understand why they didn't put it.
And to specify, we're not talking about the score line, not about the kill line. It's about the
match score.
About their match score, where they stand in this competition.
Yeah.
It truly is sudden death right now. SBTC, the first seed out of the Southeast Asian region, they can't let Secret just run them by. They have to have at least something to show for themselves as well.
At least get into the knockout stages, man.
Well, Tribe Gaming, they're not willing to go down without a fight. They came in here with some big claims, prepared to show the world exactly where they're at. This is their platform. This is their chance to do it.
Yeah, and I think that this is the best situation for them to possibly do it. I do have some concerns about how the state of the game is progressing for them. With the lead that they have, I don't know how T-Tigers is behind in gold or TF right now. That should not be happening. This man needs to be doing more, and his team needs to be enabling that to happen.
Julie's in here trying to hold the turret. 1 versus 3 goes into stasis. Has to stop one, so he buys so much time. But stuck in the hashtag ultimatum. Team not there to back him up in the mid lane, though. They trade for old school and get the turret as well.
They misclicked there. Truly misclicked his, I don't know what the name of the spell is, the Q, the Crescent Moonstrike thing. He missed that on the Tigers, or he might have been able to go back in. But the name of the game right now for SBTC is trading. You take our top, we take your mid, we take your bot. One of the best trade deals, if not the best trade deal in the history of trade deals.
And Kiro gets move up.
And Kiro gets move up. We take those as well.
We take those. Yeah. But more importantly, Dragon and second Rift Herald now available. Both of them are going to be coming up. Let's take a look at the Axe replay to see how this one played out in the mid lane.
All right, yeah, just, you know, he should not have been there. That's the main thing. Old is caught in some position he should not have been in. He gets a little bit greedy. He wants to shoot a piercing arrow for good measure. The TF says you are not allowed to do that. That's pretty illegal, and he takes him down.
Surely thinking that a Chains of Corruption was going to save him. That he had enough space to build for himself. Tribe looking at his second dragon of the game, Julie a little bit far away. No ultimate as well.
This is really bad here for SBTC. They're slow on the play, and this means that Tribe will get to contest this as well.
Looking to port in somewhere as well. There we go, getting a little bit closer. Doing the best that he can to zone them out, but starting locking in the go-kart. They're looking for this touch line. TF gets the rip. Terrible to get initial lockdown, taking down Julie. The Moonfall comes across, but it's way too late. Akil coming in now big as well. Tribe Gaming started flashing forward aggressively. Kiro, he has to put on the damage numbers, and now Charlie joining into the fight. It's a triple kill coming through, available. A little bit more for Kiro. He just needs the last hit. He gets the quadra kill. Does that turn out to be the best?
No, stolen!
Stolen away. It's your narrow that takes it away.
It's a heartbreaker. We saw it earlier today for Chewy and now again for Kiro. This man is untouched in the team fight. Now pay attention to how Kiro plays out in this team fight. Untouched, gets out of dodge, repositions, waits out Rom shield, shoots the true shot barrage. Could have aimed that a little bit better, but this is untouched. Carry here. What did we say, Brandon? Ezreal is the carry here. No one can touch him. You go for Julie, Kiro will kill you. This is why he is my new best friend, and this is the man I'm cheering for to carry this game with the quadra.
Your new best friend? I thought you said he was your best friend all the way. What happened? What's changed? Well, Tribe Gaming, that's what's changed. They're coming in here aggressively, not afraid to take a fight. Good moves coming in from TF. Max Green almost goes down. They actually trade back for Chuck there. TF maybe looking for something again, but it's difficult when you have the whole tribe right behind him.
The whole tribe right behind him. And my Deacon said we're not supposed to be liars here. This is why Kiro has always been my best friend. I want to come back to the game right now. I want to pay attention to what's going on here. Stasis and Charmin for Kiro. That's a big one. Keep in mind, how can the Ezreal die in this team composition? No ulti, hashtag ultimatum is the only way you die. That's what denies that. Exactly, the Hourglass just completely nullifies that. And what other engaged spells do you have? You have an Olaf and a Twisted Fate running at you. And they're running into a Janna. So Kiro, it's going to be a field day for him. He's close to picking up the block. That will be his third item. And this Ezreal, he's online, Brandon.
Absolutely, he's online, he's gaming. I mean, I hope he is. I'm not sure how else he's on his phone playing right now if he's not online.
Yeah. Great joke there.
Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. TF looking for an engage here. They're getting corralled into the bomb side. Things are looking a little bit dangerous for Tribe Gaming.
Oh, man. It's going to be a big loss if TF makes a play here. But if they don't make a play, look at Chuck in the barrel. He's getting slain like
Hero loses a lot of HP quickly. Has to flash out.
Yeah, Old School was just not positioning well this game. He's been getting caught up way too much. Forced to burn his flash. This is going to be a tier 2.
That's going to be ranked rock. Looking for something here. Nice block from Max Green. Gonna happen here. Turret's going to go down, but is there going to be more? Julie's in there. Maybe find something, but a stun card stops him right there.
That's an interesting one, all right? I think he might have been afraid of the stun card. That's a fair consideration, but right now, SBTC firmly in the driver's seat for the first time this tournament. They are in the lead, Brandon.
But Tribe Gaming, Chuck's gone back to defend. He's not looking to split push.
Yeah.
That top side could have been a major pain point for SBTC, but now Tribe have let go of that pressure point.
Yeah, and the thing is, Brandon, Chuck has been getting a lot of solo farm. He's been getting a lot of solo EXP. If those team fights didn't happen, Unero would be so far behind. But because they were winning team fights consistently, Unero's ahead in both levels and gold.
Ahead in both levels in gold, but despite that, T-Tigers, we saw what happened when you have multiple people collapsing in. They are still an absolute force to be reckoned with. Their kits alone kind of negate the gold disadvantage a little bit. So it's still nice to see if Tribe are able to play with Chuck and T-Tigers together. That's a powerful duel.
So we've been talking a lot about SBTC. Let's bring it back a notch. What can Tribe Gaming do right here? And now this time around, I think they have several real options for them. Rapid Fire Cannon being completely starting is a big one. Flash bring down the TF is a big one. This just should not happen.
Yeah, forcing an engage here. Max Green is out here with the Glacial Vision to try and build for some space. Julie goes to the back line. He's taking down T-Tigers. That's the damage source gone. And looks like Tribe Gaming are falling apart into pieces. SBTC have fully come online.
And this is SBTC. This is Vietnam. It took them a long time to get warmed up, but it looks like they might be just going for it.
The hand warmers are coming in clutch here. Almost SBTC on the victory march onto the Nexus. And they finally will find themselves their very first win in the Horizon Cup.